Hey friends, Saturday night, we're cooking a cast iron ribeye. Thought I would show you how I do it. The first thing that I did was I mixed up a garlic butter. I hadn't planned to film this, that's why I didn't show you, but it has room temperature butter, garlic, thyme, and rosemary in it. Then I rolled it up, made a log, and put it back in the refrigerator. I have a ribeye that I have put salt, pepper, rosemary, and Montreal steak on, and it's been sitting out getting room temperature. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So here we go. I have my twice baked potatoes in the oven. They're cooking, and I have my salads ready. I've got my cast iron pan on the stove on medium high, getting warm, getting hot. Actually, you want it really hot when you put the steak in. And here's my steak. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pat it dry with a paper towel. Even though I've already got my spices on there, I'm still going to pat it dry to get as much water off of it as I can, because that will make it sear. If it's real wet, it's going to, see, get that moisture off. If it's real wet, then it's going to steam instead of sear. And I want it to sear. Didn't lose too much of my seasonings. Okay. So next we're going to be getting our pan ready, so I'll be seeing you back at the stove. Okay, I've got my olive oil in my pan. I let my pan start getting hot early, and then I added my oil. I've still got some of this room temperature butter that I didn't use in my garlic butter, so I'm going to add a little bit of it. Have you ever heard of brown butter? That's what kind of one I want to do. I want to get me some brown butter going on in here. And that olive oil will just help keep that butter from burning, and it'll just let it brown up. This is going to be so good. And I don't have to get out in the rain and the damp. My grill's covered in my outdoor kitchen, but it's just yucky out, and I just don't want to get out there tonight. So I'm going to let this get really good and hot. Just a real good sizzle going on. So we'll be right back. Okay, so my butter's really, really hot. Now I'm going to add my steak. I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually kind of smoking. You hear that? Doesn't that sound good? Now I'm going to let this sear for 4 minutes, and then we'll flip it. So I'll be back in 4 minutes. Okay, it's been cooking on this side for 4 minutes, so let's see what it looks like. What we're looking for is a golden brown sear on this, okay? And if it's not enough, we'll leave it a little longer. Oh, yes. Oh, doesn't that look good? Can you see that? Can you see all my seasonings are still on there because I put it in really good hot? butter. Everything looks really good. Now we're going to cook it on this side for 4 minutes, and then we're going to start adding our garlic butter. So let me set my timer. This is what my garlic butter looks like. Like I said, I made it out of room temperature butter, and then I rolled it into a log, so now I can just kind of slice it off and put it in there as I start letting the interior of my steak start warming up. So, okay, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, it's been going 4 minutes on this side. Now I'm going to check the interior temperature of it. See where it's standing. I'm shooting for about 120. And I'm there. I'm at 120. So I'm good. Alright, now I'm gonna flip it again. Let's look and see what it looks like. Woo, doesn't that look good? Oh yeah. Okay. So this side's not quite as dark as the other one, so I'm gonna flip it back. We're gonna start adding our butter. Oh, I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. Now I'm going to just start basting my steak with this garlic butter. See how it's foaming up? Doesn't that look good? Melt. Get back, get on the other side. Now I'm wanting this steak to be about at medium, maybe a little closer to medium rare. Ooh, made a mess. Maybe closer to medium rare. David likes his medium. I like my medium rare, so I'm wanting to compromise a little bit. I'm just going to keep doing this. Make sure all of it gets some of this good garlic butter. Check my temperature again. I'm up to about 130 now. So I'm just going to keep basting. You hear it sizzling, how good that sounds. And no, it's not going to have your charcoal taste to it. It's a different kind of taste. But it's so good. And if you cook a ribeye, it's got that good marbling in it, which is, you know, that's fat, but that helps it be tender. Juicy. And I have a plate in the oven right now getting warm to put this on. So we are ready to take it off. Get my warm plate out. Yummy. Doesn't that look good? All right, now I'm gonna let this just rest for about 5 minutes. And while we were waiting on it to cook, I chopped up an onion. So I'm just gonna throw these onions in here and we'll saute these up to go with our steak. We'll just cook them to their golden brown. You don't have to add anything to these because everything's already in that pan. Okay, so I've got my onions cooking now because we're going to wait for 5 minutes for our steak to rest. So I'll see you in just a minute and we'll cut up our steak. Okay, our steak's been resting for 5 minutes. I've got my onions finishing up on the stove. So I'm going to get this sliced up and get ready to fix David's plate. Good that looks. I'm gonna cut this round part off right here and set it to the side. And just start slicing. Oh, it's so tender, y'all. It's so tender. Look there. Perfect. Just barely pink. That's perfect for him. And if you can eat a whole ribeye, then you're ready to go as soon as it sits for 5 minutes. Like I said, we're going to share tonight. Salad on his plate. Onions up. Onions. Twice baked potato. And there's his ranch dressing. So how's that look for supper? Does that look good? So that was pretty easy. I just got my steak out earlier today, put my seasoning on it, just let it sit all afternoon to come to room temperature. I made my garlic butter, put it back in the refrigerator, put it in the oil and some butter in the pan, let that butter get brown. Then I added my steak, 4 minutes on each side. Then I added my garlic butter to it, started basting it. Did that until it got up to the temperature that I wanted, which was about 140 for the medium to medium rare. It's really medium, is what it came out to be. So about 140 is medium. So if you like it rare than that, back it up to like 130. My twice baked potatoes were a gift from Tracy Wisnett, and my onions I just threw in that leftover butter and seasonings and browned those up, and they were finished in exactly 5 minutes from when the steak needed to rest. And I just have a simple salad, and that's all. And it's not been hard at all. So I hope you enjoy this. If you tried, if you do, send me a message. Let me know how it is. Please keep sharing and commenting on my videos. I love you, and I enjoy cooking with you.